It has certainly been a tumultuous 2 months for the Little Rock Police Department, but in the middle of last week, something happened to break the cycle.
The 12th Street substation in the heart of the city. For Bike Patrol officers Watson and Sterrett, a normal workday until...
And the young man was hanging out here behind the substation on a bike that was obviously too small for him.
Looking to build strong community relations, Officer Sterrett heard the kid out.
He said that his sister had given him the bike to ride and that the tires were flat.
6 years on a bike, a 24-year veteran, Officer Sterrett knew what he had to do.
So we aired up his tires and we noticed his kickstand was real loose. It was just spinning.
The patrolman had the tools, the time, the temperament, and fixed it all for the kid. But then...
While I was putting the tools away, the rear tire popped.
Oh, sure, there were donated bikes left over from another program. He could have given the kid one of these, but alas, too small. The veteran cop promised the kid they'd find a new tire for the bike.
He's like, okay, so he kind of pushed the bike home.
But at least the officer, who travels quite a bit of ground daily, had gone the extra mile for a kid.
And that whole situation, because it contributes to the health of our community, is a story that needed to be told. But wait, there's one more part to this story.
But the officer was still bothered by a kid's bike that needed fixing. And this is what he came around to doing.
The simplest, easiest solution, because I was able to do it, was just go buy a bike.
He drove to the Walmart in North Little Rock and found one the perfect size and style. 2 days later, when the kid came back to the 12th Street station, he was given his brand new bike.
And he sat on the bike and he was like really quiet. You could see it in his face. He was happy. You know, it just really felt good.
Beneath his badge, a big heart. A trait Officer Sterrett knows he shares.
I do feel, you know, after 24 years being in here at this department, it is within me what burns in the rest of them.
Now, two people not shown in this story. First, Officer Rawls, who joined Officer Sterrett in helping mend the kid's bike, and the kid himself. We were unable to get permission from the family to show him on TV, but we have a link to the LRPD Facebook page in this story at TSV11.com, a link to a story that needed to be told.